looks great. That looks great. We rolling?
We're rolling.
We're rolling.
It
Hey,
is more humid than anything
90% humidity right now. Hey, I'm Peggy.
And I'm Amanda.
And you're watching the Junction Fiber Mill Millcast.
And we are sweaty, just
We are melting.
sitting still.
We are melting before your eyes. I got to tell you what I'm wearing.
Please, it looks great.
I'm wearing linen.
You're like complaining. Peg's like, have you seen me? I've been here already for 2 hours. I'm dying. I'm like, you look fabulous. What are you talking about?
I feel like I'm glistening right now. But I'm wearing linen because I thought, it's going to be hot. Linen's kind of the right thing. But I have to tell you about what I'm wearing. I bought this as a dress in Croatia.
Yeah.
And I loved it. I loved the linen. I don't have anything that's linen-y. And then I got home and I put it on. And I was like, it looked like a frickin' potato sack. I'm short. And I said, I'm never going to wear this. So I took it to a local alterations person and had it cut off. So it's just
it's now like a long shirt.
It's now a long shirt, and this is the first time. It's been more than a year since I went to Croatia, and this is the first time I'm wearing it.
More than a year already?
Yeah.
Well, I'm wearing our very nice branded baseball cap because I went for a run and my hair looks like hell. So I'm like fully in disguise for this Millcast.
Yeah, it's good. It's
the hats do a good job at
running in humidity like this. That's tough.
It's hot. Yeah, but I'm excited. I'm finally able to get back to it because I've been I've had this like hip issue for a while postpartum after Lewis, and just carrying him on one side affected the other side, and it's just taken forever.
Put you out of whack.
To get back out there. So now I'm back out there, and I'm trying to run like twice a week, and it's been great.
Speaking of hips, so I went to Wisconsin. I had a fantastic time. I'll get to the hips. We went out there for a wedding. I was very verklempt at the last Millcast. It was absolutely fabulous. I don't have any pictures because it poured rain just as they wanted to take all the pictures. So the pictures got wiped out. But we were in Door County, Wisconsin, and it was a terrific wedding.
Did you go to the pancake place with the goats on the roof?
It's called Al Johnson's. I went 3 times,
no.
Which is ridiculous. 3 out of 4 breakfasts because Todd and I went. Then Loretta the next morning said, but I really wanted to go. Okay. And then the next day, Todd was like, I don't know. So 3 times I had Swedish pancakes.
Wait, did the grandkids come up?
No, they did not come up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So you had an adult time.
Yeah. Jason and Loretta arrived and go, we're on vacation. It was great.
Oh, cool.
But Todd and I rented e-bikes.
Yep.
And we did 40 miles.
Nice.
On these e-bikes, and it was beautiful. It's just Door County is gorgeous, but it was one of those narrow seats. And the next morning we had to get on the bikes to return them. And I don't want to get overly graphic, but the rear end hurt like a son of a bitch. And
did you bring the padded shorts, or were you just...
I didn't have padded shorts. If I have padded shorts and this narrow little seat, my tush hurt like so much. And what was happening is it was actually affecting my hip because I kept trying to shift 40 miles. It was basically 3 hours sitting on a toothpick.
Ouch.
Yes, and I'll be honest with you, my hip still is sort of not happy, but
oh man.
So it goes.
Well, actually, speaking of e-bikes, we just had a mill visitor from Indiana who came in last week, who has been a longtime customer of the mill. It was nice to meet her in person, but she and her husband were out this way, seeing Vermont for the first time.
Yeah.
And they decided to rent e-bikes inspired by you guys.
Oh, great.
Yeah. I guess I'm also an e-biker, so
inspired by all of us. Had they already been on them, or they were about to?
They had already been on them, and they loved them.
Yep.
But I think the Millcast on the side, we should have like an e-bike. We're pushing the e-bikes.
Absolutely. E-bikes and yarn.
Yeah.
That's a good combo.
It's a great, just put coffee in the mix, and you are all set.
You're done. I'm a huge fan of e-bikes. I don't own one here because I just not sure I would use it as much. Mm-hmm. But going on vacation and saying, hey, if you want to explore, rent the e-bike.
Yeah, it's fabulous.
It really is.
I haven't been on mine very much, though, because it's been too hot even to e-bike. I've seen people out there on bikes, and they're regular bikes, and I'm like, good for you guys, but it is so hot, so humid. It's supposed to, the weather is finally supposed to break.
It's supposed to break.
We're recording this on Thursday. Tomorrow starts our retreat, which we'll talk a little bit more about.
Yeah.
And I've just been crossing my fingers, but it looks like we're going to dip down below 80 for the first time in a couple weeks. So
which will be good.
So grateful. But before we get to yarn stuff and whatever, I just have to share a really cute video of the kids picking berries because our raspberry bushes that we had these wild raspberries on our property, and Cody plucked them up and moved them to a central spot in the garden.
Oh, good.
And built the little T-posts with the wires to keep them orderly. And now we're about 4 or 5, must be 5 years into those plants, and they are really dense with fruit, and they've just started coming into fruit. And so it's our after dinner activity. We all just like come down from our porch where we usually eat dinner, and the kids, even Lewis, like knows how to like pluck the ripe ones, and they just look like little bears when they do it. Especially Lewis, who's just like,
that's great.
They love it. They think it's the best thing ever, and they're eating fruit, so it's great.
It's great.
So we love to do that.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, it's
very
awesome.
neat.
Oh, and I'll also share a picture. I've talked about my CSA. I love my CSA. But now they're flower gardens, which for CSA members, they have free pick your own gardens.
Explain again not everybody knows what the CSA is, and it isn't ubiquitous.
It isn't.
No, it is not.
Okay, in Wisconsin, I feel like was when I heard of it. So I think it's a thing in Wisconsin. And then, probably rural agricultural communities. But it's community-supported agriculture is what it stands for. And basically in like February, we bought a share of this farm's, I guess, like produce. And every week we get to go pick up all of our like vegetables.
Right.
But in addition, and this is a lot of CSAs do this, you get access to certain parts of their farm that you can come and do pick your own. So it's kind of like use your best judgment about how much you take.
Right, but just to be clear, the advantage of a CSA to a farm is that they get the cash up front so they can do their planning. It helps them determine what their staff is going to be like. It helps them with their planting. But it makes such a difference versus a farm stand at the end of the road where you don't know who's going to come or go. The CSA, it's a membership, and the whole thing is that they kind of say, okay, our goal is 90 members or 200 members, and when they hit their goal, it really makes all the difference for their planning.
It's a really interesting model, like as compared to, I mean, some places do like CSA and farmers market, but this farm, I think they've got their really nice farm stand, and then they've got their CSA, and I think that's it for them.
Right.
But anyways, to get to my point, they have like a bunch of rows of flowers right now, and they're all popping off. Yeah. It's amazing. So you go, and I bring my like special shears. Like they have scissors there, but I bring my own shears. And I bring my bucket, and Maeve and I go down the aisles, and it was so fun because I mean it's free-ish, right? So Maeve picks out all the ones that don't have like very long stems. I'm like, yeah, sure, you can make that one. Yeah. So I'm clipping them, and she's making her bouquet. And so in her room, she has this beautiful bouquet, and we've got one in our kitchen, and every week we go get another one. It would only be better if it wasn't 90 frickin' degrees and we had to do it. Yeah. But there you go. All right, moving on.
I'm trying to do my own cut garden. It isn't as just because we're just up a little bit higher, I'm a little behind.
That's the same with my like veggie
I'm really looking forward to having my own little cut garden to go out and clip from.
I'm like, why would I do that now? I'm just always
that's true.
I'm like,
that's true.
Yeah, there's a million flowers here.
Hey, big news today.
It is
cast on day.
And as we said, we're recording this in the past, so my cast on is in this state right now.
Right, and my cast on looks like this. But what we're casting on for is a really cool pattern called the Florence pattern.
The Florence Sweater.
The Florence Sweater that has just a great yoke.
Yeah, where is it? Oh, it's here. It's here. I got it.
This is just so gorgeous. Neither one of us are putting it on today.
Yeah,
but look at this. It's in our sport weight, and it was designed by Eleanor Mortensen. And it's just spectacular. I know lots of you guys have already bought up some yarn to knit along with us.
And you have still until Rhinebeck. So if you didn't purchase your yarn yet,
no worries.
Or you're still on the fence, you can join at any time. But
so just to be clear, you're doing it with the orange as the background, and then
I would call that a red, but yes.
Orange, red. Oh,
you would call that orange?
Yeah.
Interesting. This is totally red to me.
Okay. Is this blue to you?
No, it's purple.
I'm doing it with the aubergine and enchanted forest, and you're doing paprika and our undyed.
So I'm doing a non-variegated. So this is a pumpkin patch, which is variegated, and I think this is a good time to just real quick pause and talk about gray.
Okay.
So we just because I've got the sweater.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. Moving things around on the fly. Last week, 2 weeks ago when this airs, we launched our Mill Blend, which is what Eleanor actually made the sample.
Yeah, we had a very special version of Mill Blend that was extra dark.
Yes, and it flew off the shelves like in 4 minutes. And we kind of knew that would be the case, and it was the case, and there's just really not much we can do about that, unfortunately.
No.
But we have been really racking our brains about what we can do for a sort of permanent collection situation, and we hope by the time you see this that we will have yarn available online.
Yeah.
But right now, all we have to
we've dyed it.
It's in the dye. So this is going to be Roots Charcoal, and you can see it. This is still got to go through the pin drafter, but we dyed the roving.
So there's some darks and lights, but once it gets blended, it should be almost as dark as this.
Similar to this. It's going to be in our Roots line, so I think you can expect a little less heathering. It's going to look like this, but this color. So look out for that on Tuesday, the day that this airs. And if you really got your heart set on this color combo, we hope you can make that. Check out the Roots Charcoal. So yeah, Roots Charcoal plus Pumpkin Patch should be beautiful. And honestly, this charcoal with like any of our making tracks is going to go great. We've been really needing a charcoal for a while.
And I have tried, we won't go into it. It takes a while to sort of figure out how to make it happen, especially when it's a really dark color. Yeah. But anyway, so we haven't done it yet, but we're going to talk as though we had, because this weekend, but what will have been last weekend, we had our retreat, and we, rather than casting on today, which is our official cast on day, today, Tuesday the 22nd, we cast on Sunday morning at the retreat, and you can see us casting on. I got to tell Amanda now, I'm feeling too guilty.
You did it already?
I cheated. I know. I'm sorry.
Why?
Because I couldn't count. It was the pressure. I knew, yeah.
This is classic.
I know it is. I have 12 stitches left to go.
Oh my God.
She hasn't finished yet. It still counts.
Yeah. I had to
still count.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. So Peg's got 12 stitches left. I have 108 at least. Okay, so everyone, needles at the ready. Okay, what kind of cast on is everyone doing?
A long tail.
Okay, I don't think it's specified.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, it does. Okay, good. That's what I was planning to do too. Long tail tight. Okay, ready? Yes. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Cast on!
Okay. 101. Yeah.
Okay, we got it.
We're all cast on.
We're cast on. We're ready to knit along.
Join us. So we cast on. That was a lot of fun.
Wait, are we back into it already?
Yeah, we're back into it already.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe the retreat is over with now.
Yeah, that was incredible. We hope it was incredible. We'll show you a couple of pictures, but thanks everybody who made the effort to join us. I mean, a lot of people traveled quite far.
Yeah, I know. It was very wild to put the retreat tickets online like a year ago. Yeah. And they sold out like within a day, a week. Yeah, it was crazy. So it's been a lot of work from our team here, and I know
there's a lot of details.
There's a lot of details. We learned a lot.
Yeah. We have not decided yet whether we're going to do a second one, but we will let you know very soon.
Yes, we will let you know. Anyways,
yeah.
So, yeah. The heat is really getting to me. Yeah. Okay, I hope everyone's so excited as I am to have, another wool sweater on their needles.
I know, in this humidity. It will. But
I have to say, the sport weight, even with the stranded work, is a lot lighter.
Absolutely.
To wear. Like, you could get away with this in high 60s or whatever.
Oh, well, for me, yeah. I mean, I used to say,
what high 60s
I used to joke that I wore turtlenecks all year round. Not so much. We've had a real stretch of heat, but I'll have the turtleneck on by the end of August. Mark my words. Anyhow.
Okay.
Yes. Shall we go check out what's going on in the mill?
Yeah, I'll show you around. Okay, we're going to check out what is going on in the mill on this hot day. So, first, let's see, we're doing some dyeing. Rendy, what are we dyeing today?
Leaf peeping.
Leaf peeping, just started. So you just got white wool right now, but it's going to be bright red and orange. And we've got nothing in the sinks. A lot of times we run the sinks and do scouring when we need to up the humidity, and today, let's see what the humidity is looking like right now. 63%, so that's not even really necessary. It looks like teed up to spin. We've got this beautiful natural dark wool. I think this is Savage Heart Farm, and that's one of the reasons we're doing it today is just because a lot of the Savage Heart has been requiring us to have even more humidity in the mill than we typically do. For whatever reason, this fiber likes the humidity. The stuff that's made with our Falkland base, our making tracks and our roots line, that doesn't require nearly as much humidity, so we can get away with running a little more AC than we can on a day like today. So you can see the spinner is all cleaned off and ready for its next job, and it looks like Emma is going to set that up in just a little bit. And they're working on Winterberry on the pliers, so you can see we've got just a couple bobbins left to go. And there they are, full of yarn. And just everywhere you look, obviously yarn around here. We've got, ooh, this is some freshly restocked Midnight Plum. We've been out of stock for that since last week, so we've been hustling to get some done. And here's the finished Winterberry. And here we've got Valley Fog underneath there. Looks like Logan is working on cleaning off the carder. We must have just finished a carding run. And just to make sure there's no residual dark fiber left on it, we run through some clean, light colored fiber. Here we have some beautiful Shetland from a custom processing order. So Shetland comes in a lot of natural colors, and this one I think she's calling fawn. So it's not white, it's not gray, it's kind of an oatmeal. So these piles are just waiting to be spun, I believe. Here we've got our giant fan, very necessary. And here we've got some Savage Heart Farm finished yarn. So we made it 3-ply this time. It's a worsted or heavy DK weight. And this is gonna come out, I believe, in August. So stay tuned for that. We've got 3 colors. You saw the darkest one getting ready to spin. This is the sort of a medium gray, and then there's an even lighter one. And we've got some Midnight Plum ready to be hanked. And you can see we've got our hanker in a few different stages here. This is the latest version of the hanker, so stay tuned for more info on that. But I'll have to talk to Todd about how that's going. He's kind of our in-house hanker extraordinaire, and I'm curious how the new model is treating him. All right, let's see. Back here I've got some roving. I think we've got roving that's going to be peony. That's pin drafted red hots, waiting to be spun. And oh, I'll show you what's on the racks waiting for their final rinse. So this is obviously Tang. I don't even know if that fluorescent color is coming through as much as I see it in real life, judging by the screen, but it's our bright orange making tracks, just a subtle variegation there. And ooh, this is gorgeous. I think this is more Shetland for a custom order. Absolutely beautiful. Ooh, actually, I know, this is a secret. That's what that is. And this is another secret sneak peek. All right, and there you have it. We're gonna get back to the Millcast.
So even with that kind of humidity, we're still plugging away, but it's tough.
Yeah, since the mill started, we've always battled with the July into August.
Yeah. The heat pumps make a huge difference. Today, we're keeping them off for a little bit till we can get through that run on Savage Heart Farms. It just needs the humidity.
Yep.
So man, as soon as we can make real progress on that, we'll pause and put those heat pumps back to work.
Yeah.
So, hey, somebody sent us just a delightful photo. Mm-hmm. She's a local. Jody is a local, and she came to one of our open houses and bought up a bunch of our samples, our seconds, and she sent us sometimes you don't know when people are buying, going, what are they doing with all that? She sent us a fabulous photograph, and it is, you'll see here, it's the Seafarer hat, as most of them, And they range in size, but all the ones that look like they're for newborns and for toddlers are all going. I cry on a dime these days. Go to the Children's Hospital at Dartmouth Hitchcock Medical Center for the patients there, which
That's
I just
so
thoughtful.
Sweet. Yeah, we love to see what people do with the yarn, especially if you're knitting for charity. That's just like so heartwarming.
Very, very, very thoughtful. Thanks, Jody.
Yeah, thank you.
Should we mention we do have another open house?
Yes, it's not till the end of August,
Yeah.
but mark your calendar for Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, Labor Day weekend. If you're on the
30th.
fence about what to do Labor Day weekend, come up to Vermont.
It could be cool or really hot still. We don't know.
Yeah, but we have rivers to jump in and
That's
cool
true.
off in, and it'll
Maple
be
creamies.
maple creamies, and it's going to be gloriously sunny, or rather green. And consider renting. You got to do it in advance, but consider renting e-bikes and do a little exploring.
Yeah.
There's a company called
Bike and Brew.
Bike and Brew. I think his name is Noah, the guy who runs it. Oh, Jonas.
Jonas.
Thank
I
you,
was like,
Liz.
no.
Jonas. Check out Bike and Brew to lock up some bikes for Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot. I was going to show everybody
progress.
my progress as of today. I was really working to get this done by cast on. I don't think I'm going to finish it.
Dun, da, dun, da, da, da.
I have
Oh my gosh.
a sleeve done. I'm on my double pointeds. So it's
And
so
now we
many
can
ends.
see the raspberry
Yes,
with it.
so I got the raspberry.
Oh gosh, that's cute.
This is going to be for Lewis, and it's creamsicle with cedar, and then the raspberry cuff, and then, yeah, I've got my double pointeds going for the
Adorable.
sleeve, and I love it.
Oh,
It's just
Amanda, that is
knitting right out.
sensational.
Thank you.
Sensational.
Thank you. All right, well, I think that's it for
So
this
does that
week.
mean this gets set aside?
I don't know. It's Thursday. I have, like a few days until
it's really Tuesday?
Until it's really Tuesday, so
Yeah, but you've got a
we'll
retreat
see.
in between there, babe,
But my in-laws are coming. Mark and Natalie are arriving tonight, so
to help out.
yes.
So
Thank
we
you,
shall
Mark
see.
and Natalie.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. See you next time, folks.
Bye-bye.